I'm Mark Corelli with GutterUniversity.com, and in this video I'm going to talk a little bit about protecting copper downspout from being stolen. This is increasingly a problem, not just for copper gutter, but copper in general, copper backflows for sprinkler systems, and if you don't secure your copper, it's just sort of hanging out there as something that people want to steal. And it's very visible, especially when it's not patinaed. So there are a couple ways to deal with this. One of the big problems is that when people install copper gutter, copper downspout in particular, they have a tendency to just use flat stock straps to anchor the downspouts to the wall. And from the standpoint of it functioning, that's perfectly fine. The problem is that it's so easy to just tear downspout off a wall if it's just attached with a piece of 16-inch copper strap. And the other problem is that the kinds of people who are stealing these downspouts and backflows are the kind of people who have tin snips, and you can just cut the straps and pull it off the wall. So when you're trying to figure out how to protect these downspouts from theft, you kind of have to weigh two factors. You need to weigh the cost that it's going to be involved with trying to protect them against the possibility of them being stolen and having to replace them. Because a lot of these people, if they really want them, they'll get them. There's so many people with sawzalls out there today, battery-powered sawzalls, that if they want to cut the downspout, cut the straps, and take it, they're probably going to do it if they really want it. As a matter of fact, somebody on my street recently had their catalytic converter under their truck cut out of their truck at night by somebody with a sawzall. So you don't want to go too crazy trying to protect your downspouts, because if you spend hundreds of dollars trying to get them protected and then they steal them anyway, you're out even more money. So you kind of need to weigh the costs and benefits involved with trying to protect them. The easiest way to deal with round downspouts is to use these circular clamps that screw shut. And you can purchase these from egutter.com, other places as well. I know that egutter.com carries these for about 12 bucks a piece. And essentially what you do is you just anchor these to the wall, close them, and I usually pull these screws and replace them with a brass bolt and nut that I can really tighten down so it'll be more difficult to take. Or you could even put a padlock through this if you wanted to, if you want to get really crazy. The other thing is to anchor these with like a pin bolt. What they're called at Home Depot are button head hammer set anchors made by Redhead. So you just drill a 1/4-inch hole, slip it in the hole through the back of the strap, and then pound it in with a hammer. That's probably the best way to anchor them cheaply. And if you put one of these about head height and one about a little below waist height, it makes the downspout much more sturdy, because if you have just a strap at the top of the downspout and one at the bottom, these guys just walk up and they grab hold of the downspout, pull on it, and it tears the downspout and bends it. But if you have one of these straps about head height and waist height, it's much more solid. They can't just bend the downspout in the middle. There are other options, though. This, from a cost perspective, this is probably the most, in my opinion, the most efficient way to deal with protecting your downspouts. These are not impervious to attack. You can conceivably cut these with a really good quality pair of snips, but they're a lot harder than a downspout strap, a regular downspout strap. But you can get a little bit more involved. They sell these, egutter.com and other places sell a different kind of strap that looks something like this, and it's made out of brass. They make them out of just regular 16-ounce copper too. Those are not any better than a regular downspout strap. So stick with the brass ones. But essentially it just goes around the downspout, and you put 2 pin bolts through the strap. If you have several of these on the downspout, it's virtually impossible for them to take it off. You can pry it off with a pry bar, but it would be really difficult to do. Again, if you had one at head height, one a little below waist height, the downspout would be pretty well protected. And if they do crank on it, try to take it off, and they can't tear it off, and they damage the downspout, it's localized low on the downspout. It would be a lot cheaper to replace that section than replacing a whole section where they've cranked in the middle of it and it's totally bent. So from my perspective, these are the 2 best options for dealing with downspouts, protecting them. I would still, when using these, especially these strap brass anchors that go on the outside of the downspout, I would still put a normal downspout strap just made out of regular copper flat stock behind these, because there's no way, typically with these anchors, there's no way to screw into the downspout. So if they were to get it to detach from the top, you could conceivably pull it through all of these anchors. But if you have a regular downspout strap behind each one of these, it's anchored to the strap, so it can't just slide up and down these straps. So I think that is the best way to deal with people stealing your downspouts, and recognize that if these people are really wanting to steal them, probably going to do it. So just weigh that cost or that risk against the costs involved with trying to protect them, and that's the best way to deal with it.